presentation. So I'm sharing my screen. My topic is Grahani as per Ayurved perspective. So just a minute, it's going to start. Yeah, this is my topic, Grahani Nidan as per Ayurved perspective. Am I audible and is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am. Just do one thing. Just start the slideshow so that it will be better.
Yeah, definitely.
Otherwise, you are absolutely audible and the slides are also visible.
Okay. Thank you. See, first of all, the Grahani. What we call Grahani is the organ of our digestive system. Also, it is named as disease as it is held in that avayav. So, Grahani is the disease also, and it is the digestive system's organ also. First of all, Grahani Sthana. What is Grahani Sthana? It is the Acharya Sushrut explain it as a Pittadhara Kala. Shashthi Pittadhara Nama Ya Kala Parikirtita Pakva Amashaya Madhyastha Grahani Sa Parikirtita. It means Grahani is the seat of Agni, which is situated in between the Pakvashay and Amashay. So in modern sciences, we can consider it as a small intestine. Grahani, as it is a seat of Agni, it works in digestion, and also it holds and retains the food for the proper digestion and assimilation. Uh, it pushes the digested food forwards to the large intestine. Then Acharya Charak explained it as Agnyam Adhishthanam Annasya Grahanat Grahani Mata Nabherupari Agni Balena Upashtamba Bruhita. So Charak has also explained that it is the seat of Agni, or it is the Adhishthan of Agni, which holds the food and it digests the food, which is situated above the umbilicus, that is the small intestine. So we can correlate anatomically it as Grahani is said to be situated above the umbilicus, that is, it is a small intestine, and it is the part of GI tract extending between pyloric sphincter of the stomach and ileocecal wall, which opens into large intestine. So then, as anatomical correlation we have done, so we are going for the karya or physiology of the Grahani. What is the physiology or what is the karya of Grahani? Apakvam dharayate annam pakvam srujati parshvataha. It means it holds the food, indigested food, for the duration of its digestion and for the assimilation of the food also. Then it propels it into the pakvashay. So as it comes in the relation of Agni, we have to look out for the Agni. As Grahani and Agni are having Adhar Adheya Sambandha, Grahani is described as Agni Adhisthana. So we have to look first for Agni. What is Agni? Everyone knows the Agni, but what is exactly I know or I can understand is Agni. Acharya Charak explained in Grahani Adhyay the importance of Agni. What they called Ayurvarna Bala Swasthyam Utsaho Upachayo Prabha Ojas Tejo Agnayaha Pranaschokta Dehagni Hetukaha. They called it as a Dehagni. What is Dehagni? These are the all entities in the body which are responsible for digestion and metabolism. So Dehagni is the fundamental causative agent for Ayu, that is longevity, Varna, that is normal complexion, Balam, normal strength, swasthya, it is good health. Utsaha, that is motivation, or the things we are doing so vigorously is utsaha. As our Agni is Prakrut, we can do our functions, daily routines so normally. Also then Prabha, it is the normal luster. Oja, Oja is also dependent on the Agni. As our Agni is Prakrut, all the our body entities are Prakrut. So next, he explained Agni as a Shante Agno Mriyate Yukte Chiram Jivati Anamayaha. If Agni stops functioning, then individual dies. And if it is functioning normally, then individual can lead a healthy and long life. So we have to prevent or make it normal to the function of Agni. If rogi syad vikrute moolam Agni tasmat niruchyate. Similarly, if the Agni becomes abnormal, the individual suffers from various diseases, and hence the Agni is said to be root cause of our health and longevity. In Grahani, as digestion process is carried out, so we have to just look out for what is digestion. That is normal digestion. Then what will be the abnormalities in the digestion, and how the Grahani develops.